Sambuaga gave 4 ways to take advantage of business development opportunities in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic. Those ways are expected to be able to spur trade and business movement to boost Indonesia's economic growth.
The COVID-19 pandemic, which hit the economy and also the business, is considered by the Deputy Minister of Trade, Jerry Sambuaga, to be used by entrepreneurs as an opportunity to be able to develop their business. 4 opportunities that can be exploited by Indonesian business include produce goods needed during the pandemic. The second, the government and business actors work together to take advantage of the relocation of industrial centers from other countries to Indonesia. The third one, MSMEs and other business actors are transforming in service or expanding product markets with technology. And the fourth one is expanding markets to unspoiled potential areas such as Africa, North America, Russia, and other regions.
Tiga, tentunya adanya tadi yang dibilang transformasi digitalisasi yang kebetulan banyak dilakukan dan juga banyak mulai digeluti oleh para pelaku industri, pelaku usaha, asosiasi, pedagang, dan seterusnya dalam memanfaatkan semuanya yang serba online. Dan yang keempat, pemanfaatan potensi pasar kawasan potensial. Karena kita banyak negara-negara lain atau kawasan lain yang ternyata menjadi sasaran-sasaran yang mungkin selama ini belum tereksplorasi dengan adanya hubungan-hubungan yang belum tercapai melalui non-online atau offline.
By utilizing these 4 opportunities, Indonesia is believed to be a country that is fast in its economic recovery after the COVID-19 pandemic. From Jakarta, Muhammad Olga for IDX Channel.
Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board, or BKPM, revealed that foreign direct investment as of September 2020 reached 301.7 trillion rupiah, with the largest contribution from Singapore, with total investment hit $7.2 billion.
Indonesia Investment Coordinating Board, or BKPM, reported that foreign direct investment realization until the end of third quarter of 2020 reached 301.7 trillion rupiah, declined by 5.1% year-on-year. Head of BKPM, Bahlil Lahadalia, stated that the COVID-19 pandemic hampered foreign investment realization. In the same time, BKPM mentioned that foreign direct investment until September 2020 came from Singapore with $7.2 billion, China $3.5 billion, Hong Kong $2.5 billion, Japan $2.1 billion, and South Korea $4.6 billion. Meanwhile, foreign investment realization was dominated by manufacturing sector by 46.5%.
301,7 triliun, ya kita tahu ini turun. Kan teman-teman tahu di awal saya katakan bahwa di era pandemi COVID, beberapa lembaga Bank Dunia merilis surveinya bahwa foreign direct investment mereka itu turun di antara 30 sampai dengan 40%. Tapi di Indonesia alhamdulillah turunnya hanya 5% sampai dengan kuartal ketiga.
Head of BKPM, Bahlil Lahadalia, is optimistic that investment realization will be continuously increasing, primarily driven by the Omnibus Law Act. BKPM will pursue the realization of quality investments that open up many jobs. From Jakarta, Rizka Ayu for IDX Channel.
Regarding a lower foreign investment realization until September 2020, economists said that the government is not focused to drive investment in manufacturing sector, where foreign investors are highly interested.
BKPM revealed that foreign direct investment until the end of September 2020 declined by 5.1% year-on-year, where BKPM mentioned that COVID-19 pandemic hampered the realization. Senior economist of IndiHome, Anisri Hartato, said that COVID-19 pandemic was not the main reason of lower foreign investment realization. She said that since 2018, foreign investment realization has continuously decreased. She even assessed that Indonesia failed to utilize the shifting of companies from foreign countries such as China. Annie urged the government to be more focused in boosting investment in manufacturing sector as favored sector for foreign investors. In addition, she asked the government to not really depend on Omnibus Law Act as the main weapon to attract investment.
Ada momentum terjadinya shifting investasi dari beberapa negara tujuan investasi besar seperti China. Ini banyak yang mengalami perpindahan dari mulai 2019 kemarin. Nah, persoalannya mengapa kok pindahnya tidak ke Indonesia, tetapi justru ke Vietnam, ke Malaysia, ke Thailand, bahkan ke Burma. Nah, ini sebenarnya yang harus kita antisipasi dan kita evaluasi.
And he said that Indonesia is a big market which is supposed to be a big power in attracting investors. She believes that foreign investment realization is hard to increase if the government not focused in boosting investment priority sector. From Jakarta, Prisa for IDX Channel.
Market headlines will be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
Adikarya, komitmennya kemanapun dan apapun yang akan dibangun oleh negara, kita akan siap mendukung. Kita juga saat ini punya proyek di ujung Banda Aceh dan juga punya proyek di Papua.
Pembahasan pasal demi pasal Omnibus Law RUU Cipta Kerja menimbulkan berbagai polemik.
Nolak RUU Omnibus Law, khususnya klaster ketenaga kerjaan yang kami anggap mendegradasi hak-hak pekerja Indonesia.
BPS mengumumkan terjadi deflasi di bulan September.
Tapi di sisi lain, hampir seluruh sektor produktif ini mengalami pertumbuhan yang minus, maka perbankan pasti akan mengalami kesulitan untuk menyalurkan pembiayaan.
Deepest pain at the death of football legend Diego Armando Maradona. The Argentine Football Association confirmed Diego Maradona's death on Wednesday.
Argentinian legend Diego Maradona died on Wednesday at the age of 60 at his home on the outskirts of Buenos Aires following a heart attack. The office of Argentina's president said it will decree 3 days of national mourning. The Argentine government also confirmed that Maradona's body will lie on the state at the Casa Rosada government headquarters and that he will be given a state funeral. Bold, fast, and utterly unpredictable, Maradona was a master of attack, juggling the ball easily from one foot to another foot as he reached the upfield. One of the most famous moments of the history of the sport, the hand of God goal, came when the diminutive Maradona punched the ball into England's net during the 1986 World Cup quarterfinals. From all sources, IDX Channel.
Yes, 2020 is just too much for sport lovers. This January, Lakers' great basketball player Kobe Bryant passed away, and now the devastating blow comes from the world of football. One of the sport legend, Diego Armando Maradona, died at the age of 60 from the heart attack. Maradona is an iconic figure, perhaps even the greatest in the history of world of football. Every football lover can agree, too, is the fact that he is one of the greatest footballers of all time. Looking at Diego Maradona's football history, one can easily assume that the retired footballer turned football manager should be one of the richest ex-footballers of all time. So how much is the net worth? Let's see it through the next graphic. This is Diego Maradona's net worth, as much as $100,000 US. The source of wealth, football contracts, endorsement deals, and investments, and the date of birth of Diego Maradona's on October 30, 1960, and the country of birth is Argentina. And Maradona's net worth is estimated at $100,000 US, enjoying a playing career which spanned 2 decades. The World Cup winner, may have inspired Napoli, his team, to 2 Series A titles and UEFA Cup in the late of 1980s and early 1990s, but he has been in a long-running dispute with the Italian government over taxes. Therefore, with a reported $42 million left to pay the Italian authorities, Maradona's net worth has been estimated at $100,000 by the website Celebrity Net Worth. Then the next question is, how much does Diego Maradona earn? Curious much? Let's see it through the next data. This is quite interesting, actually. So Diego Maradona earned $0.05 per second and $3.4 per minute, $205 per hour, $4,931 per day, $34,615 per week, and $150,000 per month, and $1.8 million per year. In the end of his career, he became a Mexican professional football club, Dorados. Well, prior on becoming Dorados' boss, he worked as a FIFA ambassador at the 2018 World Cup in Russia and had put pen to paper on a 3-year contract to serve as chairman of Belarusian side Dynamo Brest. However, his venture in Belarus was brief as he made the switch to Mexico. It's unclear how much Maradona is earning in his role as manager of Gimnasia de la Plata, which is a short-term deal until the end of 2019 to 2020 season. However, it is likely that he is being handsomely remunerated for his services. In his previous job as head coach of Dorados, record reported that the former Argentina boss was paid $150,000 a month, which would have worked out at $1.6 million for the duration of the 11-month contract. Other than from coach's salary, Maradona also earns income through endorsement deals with different brands. What brand sponsorship does Diego Maradona have? Let's see it through the next graphic. This is Diego Maradona's brand sponsorship. He had Coca-Cola and then Puma, Hublot, and then Mizuno and Konami. And Maradona has long been a partner of German sportwear giant Puma, who first began working with him during his playing days in the 1980s. He famously wore Puma football boots at 3 World Cup tournaments, including Argentina's in 1986 triumph in Mexico, and he wore blackout boots at the 1994 World Cup in the United States. Maradona had a alliance with the Japanese brand Mizuno in the mid-90s, but returned to Puma shortly afterwards, and he has been with Puma since, with Puma even releasing a range of boots in tribute to the star, as well as Puma. Maradona has had endorsement deals with Coca-Cola, Hublot, and Konami as part of their Pro Evolution soccer series. And of course, like many others, before Maradona was cash rich, let us take a look at who Maradona was before fame came. He was born in 1960 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, into a very poor family. He has 6 siblings who were all living in a small house in the outskirts of the city. This is the reason on why he was very humble and inspired others. This led into Maradona's famous quote about poverty. Let's see it through the next graphic. This is Maradona's famous quote: "Poverty is bad, it's difficult, I knew it well. You want lots of things and all you can do is dream about them. It will be nice if there were more justice." And not only inspires society, but Maradona also affects United Kingdom's monetary policy. How come? And here is the analogy. How can Maradona beat 5 players by running in a straight line? The answer is that the English defenders reacted to what they expected Maradona to do. Because they expected Maradona to move either left or right, he was able to go straight on. Monetary policy works in a similar way. Market interest rates react to what the central bank is expected to do. In recent years, the Bank of England and other central banks have experienced periods in which they have been able to influence the path of the economy without making large moves in official interest rates. And this is where Maradona inspired the central bank. They headed in a straight line for their goals like Maradona. But how was that possible? Because financial markets did not expect interest rates to remain constant. They expected that rates would move either up or down. Those expectations were sufficient to stabilize private spending, while official interest rates, in fact, moved very little. Diego Armando Maradona, you always be in our heart. Your legacy remains standout. Stay tuned on Market Line, speakers will be right back after the break.
IDX Channel, the Indonesia Stock Exchange channel, is the authorized capital market channel in Indonesia. To give references to global investors, IDX Channel also presented the news about the dynamic of Indonesia's economy, business, and capital market in English. IDX Channel also have different types of programs. They are Special Dialogue, Market Opening, Market Review, IDX First Session Closing, IDX Second Session Closing, Market Headlines, and News Screen. IDX Channel is aired 24 hours a day with 5 hours live program from Indonesia's Stock Exchange trading floor. Our vision and mission as the only capital market TV channel in Indonesia that is committed to improve the capital market knowledge in the country. News that had been delivered on IDX Channel can also be seen on our digital platforms, so you can give yourself an update about informations anywhere and everywhere. IDX Channel can be watched through Vision Channel, First Media Channel, IndiHome Channel, and Vision Plus, and also live streaming on idxchannel.com. IDX Channel provides information from around the world from different perspectives. We provide you various investment strategies, stock options, inspiring figures for your business references. IDX Channel, your trustworthy economic, business, and capital market channel.
We're on the last segment. At the Jakarta Composite Index intraday movement earlier today, JCI was open at the level of 5,773.56 and then approaching the closing time on the first session. The index was on the level of 5,766.33. Then the index was showing strengthening trend by the second session closing time. Index was closed at the level of 5,786.5. In short, JCI went up 0.46%. And next, we are going to see the sectoral movement leading the dynamics of today's trading. We got agriculture as the leader of the strengthening trend that went up 4.29%. Mining went up 2.33%. And basic industry as the leader of the weakening trend that went down 0.55%. And finance industry went down 0.23%. Moving on to top gainers and top losers. And here are the key highlights from today's trading session. TOWR went up 4.65% to the level of 1,125 per share. BRIS went up 6.91% to the level of 1,470 per share. MDKA went up 3.97% to the level of 1,965 per share. And Pegas went up 4.2% to the level of 1,490 per share. Meantime, the top losers for today's trading, we got BBCA went down 1.47%. to the level of 31,925 rupiah per share. Astra International went down 1.77% to the level of 5,550 rupiah per share. BMRI went down 1.12% to the level of 6,650 rupiah per share, and Bumi went down 6.58% to the level of 71 rupiah per share. And this is the intraday movement of rupiah towards US dollar. Open at the level 14,145. Rupiah was also showing strengthening trend towards US dollar, was closed at the level 14,103. In summary, rupiah went down 0.1%. Bank BCA recorded sales of retail sukuk ST007 savings sukuk of up to 1.7 trillion rupiah.
Amid a global economic shock, the government instituted strategic steps to restore the development, including the issuance of savings sukuk ST007. The government's move was highly appreciated by the public, and as a proof, Bank BCA recorded the sales of retail sukuk ST007 savings sukuk of up to 1.7 trillion rupiah. Offered since November 4th and closed by November 26th, the sales of savings sukuk ST007 was capable to break the target set by the government. The government at that time set a sales target of 2 trillion rupiah. And meanwhile, referring to the anniversary page, on Wednesday morning before the closing, savings sukuk ST007 sales had exceeded 5.2 trillion. During the savings sukuk ST007 offering period, Bank Central Asia recorded sales of more than 1.7 trillion rupiah. Executive Vice President of Wealth Management at BCA, Adrianus Wagimin, said that this amount, nearly 30% of the order transactions were made through the Welma application. Meanwhile, the number of investors is recorded for more than 5,000 investors. From all sources, IDX Channel.
PTPP continues to accelerate the completion of the Mandalika Special Economic Zone road construction, which will be used for the holding of the Indonesian MotoGP in 2021. And up to now, the development has reached 32.5%.
As of the third week of November 2020, the progress of this development has reached 32.5%. It is faster than at planned, so that PTPP is optimistic that it can complete the constructions by the mid-2021. This Mandalika Special Economic Zone road constructions has a contract value of 899 billion rupiah. And regarding the quality, PTPP has no doubt about it. The constructions of this road is adjusted to the quality of international standards set by the Federations International de Motorcyclism. From all sources, IDX Channel.
Government through COVID-19 Handling Committee and National Economic Recovery added more budget on social protection. Specifically, budget addition went for health sector to boost COVID-19 vaccination. To support the COVID-19 vaccination program, government adds more 9.71 trillion rupiah into the budget. Chief of the National Economic Recovery and Transformation Task Force, Budi Gunadi Sadikin, approved that the additional budget allocation. The additional budget for the vaccination program was taken from the health sector. The budget was previously at 87.55 trillion rupiah. Now it has reached 97.26 trillion rupiah.
Sudah disalurkan 36,69 triliun atau 40,81% dari pagu anggaran. Di sektor insentif usaha sudah disalurkan 44,82 triliun atau 37,16% dari pagu anggaran. Untuk sektor perlindungan sosial sudah disalurkan 203,6 triliun atau 86,88% dari pagu anggaran. Untuk sektor UMKM sudah disalurkan 97,05 triliun atau 84,53% dari pagu anggaran. Untuk sektor kementerian, lembaga, dan Pemda telah disalurkan 36,06 triliun atau 54,05% 0,66% dari anggaran, sedangkan sektor pembiayaan korporasi sudah disalurkan 0,66% dari anggaran, sedangkan sektor pembiayaan korporasi sudah disalurkan 2 triliun atau 3,22% dari anggaran.
And step aside from market condition as coronavirus pandemic takes big role on current economic situation, and here it is an update data about coronavirus globally. And the news close our market lines today. Please enjoy our next program on IDX Channel, your trustworthy economic, business, and capital market channel. I'm Wicky Adrian. Have a nice evening and stay safe.
Nama saya Devisa Novel, jabatan saat ini di IDX Channel adalah sebagai produser dan sekaligus presenter program yang dibawakan saat ini dengan nama IDX Second Session Closing, terkait juga dengan kondisi capital market Indonesia dan perkembangannya dari waktu ke waktu. Dan saya sangat senang untuk belajar dan berkecimpung di berita ekonomi, khususnya di capital market.
Halo pemirsa IDX Channel, kembali bersama saya Fajar Wayong, dan kali ini saya berada di tempat yang spesial. Ini saya berada di kantor pusat dari PT Indonesia Asahan Aluminium Persero atau lebih dikenal dengan Inalum, tepatnya di Kuala Tanjung, Sumatera Utara. Dan pemirsa, sejak 2017 lalu Indonesia resmi memiliki holding industri pertambangan di Indonesia. Bagaimana progres dan perkembangannya sejauh ini? Dan apa saja strategi yang akan diterapkan oleh PT Inalum selaku induk dari holding pertambangan di Indonesia? Ikuti perbincangan saya selengkapnya bersama dengan Direktur Utama Inalum dalam Decision Maker kali ini. Sudah ada banyak sekali pertanyaan yang ingin saya ajukan kepada Direktur Utama Inalum. Tapi sebelumnya, saya memiliki beberapa